GM Hikaru Nakamura filed a motion in the Eastern District of Missouri to dismiss GM Hans Niemann's lawsuit on December 7th. This is the latest development in the defamation lawsuit that has received international attention. Filed in late October, Chess.com, GM Magnus Carlsen, and IM Daniel Wrench filed their respective motions to dismiss the previous week. The 15-page document argues that the court does not have personal jurisdiction over defendant Nakamura, who resides in Florida and made comments online in the state of Missouri. It further argues that all of the claims are wholly defective and should be dismissed, and that Nakamura should be awarded his attorney's fees and costs. The first approximately 7 pages, Part A, of the argument focus on the personal jurisdiction of the Missouri court over Nakamura. It succinctly states, "Indeed, plaintiff does not and cannot plead any facts demonstrating the existence of personal jurisdiction in Missouri over Mr. Nakamura." It adds, "Indeed, Mr. Nakamura is not mentioned until the 5th page of the amended complaint, and only sparsely thereafter." Plaintiff asserts that his relationship with Mr. Nakamura has been acrimonious for several years. A lengthy explanation of Missouri's long-arm statute, which could extend jurisdiction over a non-resident defendant, concludes with, "Missouri's long-arm statute does not reach Mr. Nakamura in this case." The document asserts Nakamura was not in Missouri when he expressed his opinions online, and did not participate in the Sinkfield Cup, surmising that the state cannot have personal jurisdiction over the defendant. In addition, citing the effects test of Calder v. Jones, 465 U.S. 783, 1984, the following statement is made. Plaintiff does not and cannot allege that Mr. Nakamura, an international chess personality, CM, Compl. Doc. 20, 54-55, somehow acted in a way uniquely aimed at Missouri, and knowingly caused the brunt of any supposed harm in ML defendants. In Part B of the argument, with regard to Plaintiff Niemann's antitrust allegations of a violation of the Sherman Act by all defendants, the claims are dismissed. It cites Hurley v. National Basketball Players Association. The court had little difficulty rejecting the Sherman Act claim in that previous instance. It adds, "Plaintiff does not and cannot allege that Mr. Nakamura controls some undefined market in such a way that could cause an antitrust violation." Citing Carlsen's motion to dismiss from last week, plaintiff's counts I, 2IV, and V should be dismissed pursuant to Connecticut's anti-SLAPP law, adding that Nakamura should be awarded his attorney's fees and costs. Finally, the argument rejects all claims. Plaintiff fails to identify specifically which of Mr. Nakamura's alleged statements form the basis of his claims. The document goes on to list 6 alleged statements by Nakamura, writing that plaintiff was required to, but failed to, plausibly allege actual malice, including Mr. Nakamura's alleged retweeting of a tweet from Twitter from an account named Unsubstantiated Chess Rumors, id. 99, is not an actionable statement of fact. The Twitter account retweeted was quite literally named Unsubstantiated Chess Rumors. The final paragraph of the argument states, "Plaintiff has not adequately alleged that Mr. Nakamura had knowledge of the purported contracts or business expectancies with which he supposedly interfered." Niemann's defamation lawsuit seeks at least $100 million in damages against each of the defendants: Carlsen, Nakamura, Chess.com, the Play Magnus Group, and Wrench. What has become the chess world's largest scandal in recent years has gripped the community since the Sinkfield Cup in September 2022, with more developments surely still to come. GM Nihal Sarin edged out GM Anish Giri in a tiebreak playoff in the 2022 Speed Chess Championship on Wednesday. The two tenacious grandmasters created one brilliancy after another as they grappled for a spot in the quarterfinals. GM's Wesley So and Nadirbek Abjasadarov face off in the next round of 16 match on December 8th. Giri took the early lead, winning 2 games in a row, including a vicious attacking game, where he shocked the commentators twice with unexpected sacrifices. First, Naroditsky calls Giri a Nihal. After the speculative 14.g4 later, Giri's 25.bf6 tore Nihil's kingside to shreds. Nihal soon turned the tables, however, frequently countering with his patented exceptional resourcefulness in time scrambles. After a draw in the first game, Nihal further increased his lead with a smooth endgame win in Game 2. In Game 5, Giri struck back with energetic play in the center and a clean time scramble finish. Still, Nihal continued to stretch his lead. The last game of the 3+1 was a heartbreaking draw for Giri, who won a piece in the middle game, carefully prepared a kingside attack supported by a queenside decoy, and then overlooked the winning finish in the time scramble. Despite incredible play by Giri in many games, Nihil's tactical awareness and skill in the final seconds of the game gave him a 3-point lead. Heading into the bullet segment, the part of the match where the Indian prodigy is most favored, could the former world number 3 launch a comeback in the fastest time control? In the bullet segment, Giri showed us to never underestimate a top player's ability to bounce back no matter the circumstances. A brand new Giri emerged, winning 4 games straight to take over the lead, leaving the earlier games behind. Giri confidently converted his advantages, even as his clock raced away, including a merciless king attack in Game 3. In Game 5, Nihal finally halted Giri's winning streak with a rook sacrifice to force a perpetual check in the nick of time. With Nihal down a point, the match clock ticked 0, leaving him in a must-win position in the endgame of the final game. He came through, finding clarity in the complicated rook and pawn ending. This spurred a playoff between 2 players absolutely determined to prevail. Giri won the first of the 4 tiebreaker bullet games in dynamic style. Nihal countered by winning the next 2. This reversed the roles, and now placed Giri in the must-win position, leading to an electrifying finale. Nihal won $3,034.48, while Giri earned $965.52 for his efforts. Nihal will face World Championship challenger GM Ding Liren in the quarterfinals. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily chess news.